Have you ever walked into your bedroom and felt like it's not quite the peaceful sanctuary it should be? For many of us, especially as we age, the bedroom becomes more than just a place to sleep. It's a space where we recharge, relax, and find comfort. But did you know that certain items in your bedroom could be affecting your health, safety, and overall well-being? In fact, there are 5 things you should consider removing from your bedroom to create a safer, more comfortable environment as an elderly person. And trust me, the reasons might surprise you. In this video, we'll explore these 5 items, why they could be problematic, and how removing them can make a big difference in your daily life. Whether it's improving your sleep, reducing the risk of accidents, or simply creating a more calming atmosphere, these changes are easier than you might think. So, let's get started with the first 2 items you should consider removing from your bedroom. The first item to reconsider is clutter. Now, I know this might sound obvious, but clutter in the bedroom can be more than just an eyesore. It can actually pose a safety hazard. As we age, our mobility and balance may not be what they once were, and tripping over items on the floor or struggling to navigate around clutter can lead to falls. And falls, as you probably know, are one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. So what counts as clutter? It could be anything from stacks of books and magazines to piles of clothes or even excess furniture. The goal is to create clear pathways so you can move around your bedroom safely, especially at night when visibility is low. Start by removing items that don't belong in the bedroom, like laundry baskets or storage boxes, and find a better place for them. Then, take a look at what's left and ask yourself if it's truly necessary. If not, it might be time to let it go. But clutter isn't just about physical safety, it can also affect your mental well-being. A cluttered space can feel overwhelming and stressful, making it harder to relax and unwind. By clearing out the clutter, you'll not only create a safer environment, but also a more peaceful one. And who doesn't want that? Now, let's move on to the second item. You should consider removing from your bedroom electronics. This one might be a bit controversial, especially if you're used to having a TV, computer, or smartphone in your bedroom. But hear me out. Electronics, particularly screens, can interfere with your sleep in a number of ways. The blue light emitted by screens can disrupt your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. And let's not forget about the mental stimulation that comes from watching TV, scrolling through social media, or checking emails. These activities can make it difficult to wind down and relax before bed. So what can you do? Start by removing TVs, computers, and other electronics from your bedroom. If you use your phone as an alarm clock, consider switching to a traditional alarm clock instead. And if you absolutely must have your phone in the bedroom, try placing it across the room so you're not tempted to reach for it in the middle of the night. The goal is to create a space that's dedicated to rest and relaxation, free from distractions. Now, before we move on, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that these changes might feel a bit challenging at first, especially if you've had certain habits or routines for a long time. But here's the thing. Small changes can lead to big results. By removing clutter and electronics from your bedroom, you're creating a safer, more peaceful environment that supports better sleep and overall well-being. And isn't that worth it? In the next part, we'll dive into the next 2 items you should consider removing from your bedroom, including one that might surprise you. But for now, I encourage you to take a look around your bedroom and think about what changes you could make today. What's one thing you could remove to create a safer, more comfortable space? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life at any age. Now that we've talked about removing clutter and electronics from your bedroom, let's move on to the next 2 items that could be affecting your health, safety, and comfort. These might not be as obvious as the first 2, but they're just as important. And removing them could make a big difference in how you feel in your bedroom. The third item to consider removing is heavy or bulky furniture. Now, I know that furniture is a necessary part of any bedroom, but certain pieces can actually create hazards, especially for older adults. For example, large dressers or nightstands with sharp corners can be dangerous if you accidentally bump into them. And if you're using furniture that's too tall or too low, it could make it harder to access your belongings or get in and out of bed comfortably. So, what should you look for? Start by assessing the furniture in your bedroom. Is it easy to navigate around? Are there any pieces that feel unnecessary or obstructive? If so, it might be time to downsize or rearrange. Consider replacing bulky furniture with smaller, more streamlined pieces that fit the scale of your room. And if you're concerned about storage, look for furniture with built-in organizers or multifunctional designs, like a bed with drawers underneath. Another thing to consider is the height of your furniture. For example, if you have trouble getting in and out of bed, a bed that's too low or too high could make the problem worse. Ideally, your bed should be at a height that allows you to sit on the edge with your feet flat on the floor and your knees at a 90-degree angle. If your bed isn't the right height, consider using a bed riser or adjusting the legs to make it more comfortable. Now let's move on to the fourth item you should consider removing from your bedroom: strong scents or air fresheners. This one might surprise you, but strong scents, whether from candles, air fresheners, or essential oils, can actually affect your sleep and overall health. For some people, these scents can trigger allergies, headaches, or even respiratory issues, especially if you have asthma or other breathing difficulties. And even if you don't have any specific sensitivities, strong scents can be overstimulating and make it harder to relax. So, what can you do instead? If you enjoy having a pleasant scent in your bedroom, consider using natural options like fresh flowers or a small bowl of baking soda to absorb odors. You could also open a window to let in fresh air, which can help improve air quality and create a more comfortable sleeping environment. The key is to keep the air in your bedroom clean and free from irritants. Now, before we move on, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that these changes might feel a bit overwhelming, especially if you've had certain items in your bedroom for a long time. But here's the thing. Creating a safe, comfortable bedroom is all about making small, intentional changes that add up over time. By removing heavy furniture and strong scents, you're creating a space that's easier to navigate, healthier to breathe in, and more conducive to restful sleep. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into the final habits, including the importance of regular health checkups and finding purpose in life. But for now, I encourage you to think about which of these habits resonates most with you. What's one small change you could make today to start improving your health and longevity? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life at any age. As we wrap up our discussion on the 5 things you should remove from your bedroom as an elderly person, let's dive into the final item. And it's one that might not immediately come to mind, but it's just as important as the others. By now, we've talked about removing clutter, electronics, heavy furniture, and strong scents, and we've seen how these changes can create a safer, more comfortable, and more relaxing bedroom environment. But there's one more thing to consider, and it's something that could be affecting your sleep and overall health more than you realize. The 5th item to consider removing from your bedroom is old or uncomfortable bedding. Now, I know that bedding might not seem like a big deal, but the truth is, it can have a huge impact on your sleep quality and comfort. Over time, mattresses, pillows, and even sheets can wear out, losing their support and becoming less comfortable. And if you're sleeping on a mattress that's too soft, too firm, or just plain old, it could be contributing to aches, pains, and restless nights. So what should you look for? Start by assessing your mattress. Is it still providing the support you need? If you wake up feeling stiff or sore, it might be time for a new one. When shopping for a mattress, look for one that's designed to support your body and align your spine. Memory foam or hybrid mattresses are often good options for older adults, as they provide a balance of comfort and support. Next, take a look at your pillows. Over time, pillows can lose their shape and support, which can lead to neck pain and discomfort. If your pillows are flat or lumpy, it's time to replace them. Look for pillows that are designed to support your head and neck in a neutral position, whether you sleep on your back, side, or stomach. And don't forget about your sheets and blankets. If your sheets are scratchy, worn out, or too heavy, they could be affecting your sleep. Opt for soft, breathable fabrics like cotton or bamboo, and choose blankets that are lightweight but warm. The goal is to create a cozy, comfortable sleeping environment that helps you relax and drift off to sleep easily. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to recap the 5 things you should consider removing from your bedroom. Clutter, to create clear pathways and reduce the risk of falls. Electronics, to minimize distractions and improve sleep quality. Heavy or bulky furniture, to make your bedroom easier to navigate and more comfortable. Strong scents or air fresheners, to improve air quality and reduce irritants. Old or uncomfortable bedding, to ensure a restful and comfortable night's sleep. By making these changes, you're not just creating a safer and more comfortable bedroom. You're also setting the stage for better sleep, improved health, and a higher quality of life. And the best part? These changes don't have to be overwhelming. Start small, and over time, you'll create a bedroom that truly supports your well-being. So, as we come to the end of this video, I encourage you to take a look around your bedroom and think about what changes you could make today. What's one thing you could remove to create a safer, more comfortable space? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life at any age. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place where you can rest, recharge, and feel your best. Here's to creating a space that supports your health and happiness. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and sleep well.